Hi everyone, my name is Audrey and welcome to my channel. Today I'm giving you a new weekend reading vlog. We are now Friday evening, the 13th. It was a weird week. We had two snowstorms, ice storms-ish, and they closed the schools for 2 days, which I have never in my career seen that. That's not common at all. So, yeah, it was a weird week. I was happy though because I got to start planning ahead and stop putting out fires all the time with school. So that's good. I did have a couple of meetings though, here and there. I am still required to work even if I do have days off because they are counted as non-teaching days. So we have a 200 days contract. And out of those 200 days, there are 20 non-teaching days and 180 days with the kids in class. So out of those 20, well, in my district, there are 5 that are for the beginning of the year. So you can set up and plan things and have meetings and training at the beginning of the year. So there's 5 before the kids come into school. And then there's another 2 or 3 for the end of the year as well to close up classroom. And then throughout the year, there's another 12-ish non-teaching days. And out of those, there's 2 or 3 that are only for like storm purposes. So if the school actually closes for a snowstorm or ice storm or whatever, the day of the storm becomes that non-teaching day, and that day that was reserved for a storm day is now the day that we missed. So if we miss a day 4 out of a 10-day cycle, then that day that is in the calendar for the first one in order, if the first storm was on a day 4, then on that day we're gonna have a day 4 out of kind of nowhere. But yeah, that's how it works anyways. So I am still required to work because it is a non-teaching day, but yeah, it was mostly planning because report cards were done with. So it wasn't too bad. And I felt so much better knowing that I'm now on top of things school-wise. I'm not on top of things with the business, but I'm getting there. And the good news is that I'm all done with editing videos. I'm all up to date. I've edited all of the vlogs that I've filmed, all of the videos that I've filmed so far. There are some others that are gonna come up soon-ish. Well, the one for next quarter of the year is gonna come up pretty quickly, so I'll have to take care of that and plan ahead for the bullet journals and all that, and some sewing and the website, and that's where I'm at. So really happy with that. And then I am going to talk about books, but I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to be getting done because this is a big weekend. This evening I have my general rehearsal because my concert is tomorrow evening. And tomorrow during the day, it is my son's cheerleading. They call it a send-off. So it's basically a practice that's open to the public, so friends and family, and they can come in. They have 2 runs of their routine, and it's pretty much like the last-ish practice of the season before the last competition. So there's one competition left the other weekend, and there's one last practice on next Tuesday. And then on Sunday, there's a team bonding activity. So we are pretty much booked. Well, I'm not going to be doing the activity, but I will be in the car lifting the kiddo to the activity. So it's gonna take a lot of time out of my day nonetheless. So there's that. But anyways, regardless of all of that, I'm still going to try to read as much as possible. I do need to sew, but also read. So where I am at right now, so a little further than halfway through, everyone in my family has killed someone. I really want to finish this ASAP. So this is what I'm going to be doing before my general rehearsal. I'm going to be reading as much as I can. That's the plan. Then I would love to make some progress in Ship of Destiny and probably starting Rune and Rising so I can make some progress in that dedicated vlog. And I will maybe also start That Time I Got Drunk and Save book number 3. I don't remember the title. I think it's A Human, something like that. But yeah, book number 3 of that series. So I can get I think it's a buzzword prompt out of the way. So yeah, I'm still very much enjoying this book. It reads really fast. I wish I could have read this way quicker because I feel like you get a better experience of this book when you're reading it, not necessarily in one go, but like not, it doesn't take too long to read it. I feel like the pacing is good and it is quite quick. I don't think that's issue. It's just like life be lifing is why I haven't finished it yet, but I'm excited to continue. So that's it for now. I'm gonna leave you at that. Sit down and read a bit and probably update you with some bookish thoughts updates. I don't know when, if it's gonna be this evening or not. I might be a bit in a hurry with supper and the rehearsal this evening, but I will be updating you either when I'm back or tomorrow morning. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you later. Hi everyone, it is now Monday evening. I did not film at all during the weekend, so I'm going to keep this vlog going up until probably Thursday. I'll try my best, or Friday at the most, so I can start the new vlog on Friday evening, hopefully. I had such a weird weekend. So on Saturday morning, I slept in a bit and then had a hard time getting up. And once I was up and moving and doing my Pilates stuff, PT exercises and stuff, and getting ready for my day, it was time to leave for my son's cheerleading class. And one of his friend came to see him, which I was happy for. He was so happy. And then in the afternoon when we came back and ate lunch, I just fell asleep. And by the time I woke up, it was time for me to get ready to eat supper and then leave for my concert in which I was playing. So I didn't have time to do much. And then like I didn't even have like 5 minutes to sit down and update the vlog. And after the concert, I came back. It was at least 10:30 minimum. Fortunately, it wasn't very far from my house, but still. And then I was just so tired. And it's just so, it is very, very loud to play with the band because we are 50 musicians and they play quite loudly. I really need to take care of earplugs and stuff, but yeah, it is quite costly anyways. I ended up falling asleep a little bit later and then I slept on during the morning. It took me so much energy to get up. I did wake up with a huge migraine. I did take some pain meds and then tried to get up. It was so hard to do and then fall back asleep. And then by the time it was time to leave, because my son had a team bonding activity with his team, well, I didn't have time again to update the vlog. I wanted to update it in the car, then forgot. It was a bit of a drive to get there, so I decided to just go to a coffee shop and read, but then forgot to vlog anything. Forgot to pick up the phone to vlog in the car, and then ended up coming back home with no clip the show for. And then I decided to read. The headache lasted until the night. So that wasn't great. But the good news is I finished this book. So really, really happy with that. I read 170 pages, I think, on yesterday, and I finished it at around 11:30, I think, in the evening. And that is why I didn't update. I just wanted to go through it and finish it. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5 stars because I really, really enjoyed the reading experience of it. It's a very me type of book. I love everything that's meta, breaking the fourth wall. I love that stuff. I found it very funny, and I rarely find things funny in books, but this one was really fun. I did manage to guess a couple of things here and there, not like the full reveals and twists, but some of them I did manage to find out. So was happy with that. But like this book is kind of like game with the reader to try to find out like who it is. So it's not that it was predictable per se, because I don't think it was that predictable, but like it was part of my theories. And I was right with one of those. I don't think it would be a 6 star. There is one thing that kind of bothered me, which is part of the epilogue, which is why it bothered me. And like, I didn't like that. It was weird to me. But other than that, like, small thing, I loved it so much. And I was really hooked, and I really wanted to continue reading. And yeah, I really, really loved the experience. Definitely not for everyone. And I've watched on Goodreads when I did rate the book and all that. I did see a couple of reviews that were not liking the humor, were not liking the the talking to the reader part. So this is definitely not for everyone. But if you're into meta things, I strongly recommend you pick it up. I'm excited to see what book number 2 has to offer. I think there's a whole new cast of characters in the second book, which I think is going to be interesting. I don't think this book would be a sequel to this book with the same characters would be as interesting. But if there's a whole new cast of characters and suspects, I think the next one is everyone on this train is a suspect, which with new characters, I think that's gonna be very interesting. So we'll see when I pick up the next one. But yeah, so at least I've done that. I've accomplished something, but that's pretty much it. Right now, I kind of want to start Ruin and Rising, as well as Continueship of Destiny and The Diviners. And I don't know which one to pick up. So I might do like a couple of chapters here and there out of all 3 of these books. And for these 2, I need to vlog the beginning of the reading of these books. This one, I'm starting the dedicated vlog all over again. So I'm going to restart the reading of this book. I do have a bookmark on page 68, but I'll start it all over again. And I want to update the vlog before I start reading this one as well, because I do have an ongoing dedicated vlog for the full Grishaverse books. So there's that. I don't need to update the vlog for this one because I've been updating on regular vlogs for Robin Hobb, but yeah, I do want to make some progress into it so I can move on to the next one. There's a lot of books I want to read right now. I also just watched the Aurelium Readathon announcement video because I just saw that it was out today, so I watched it and went to check out the files to see the callings and all of the prompts I need to get through. So there are 5 that I need to get to. Yeah, I didn't set the TBR just yet because I'll see what I actually end up choosing depending on the books I actually managed to finish in the month of March. We are only halfway through. I still have another 2 weeks. So I don't know yet. I did write down all of the prompts just so that I can have it in my mind and think about books. And if I think about books that would fit these prompts, I'll have time to think about it and have ideas of books that will eventually come up. So, yeah, but that's the only part of the April TBR that I've done so far. I don't want to write down the rest of it because I still have a lot of time left, and we'll see what I do manage to read. Hopefully, these three will be read. I'm not sure for this one, but at least these two. This one should read quite quickly. And then this one, I might try to fit in Six of Crows in the Aurelium readathon if I manage to finish this one so that I can like keep that dedicated vlog going. It will be a reread for the Six of Crows duology. But after that, the last duology, I don't own the books and I've never read them. So those ones I'll need to go get and buy. But yeah, I would also love to read The Shadow of What Was Lost because it was a wrapped book that my son picked up for me. And I do want to make some progress in that. So far, I've been actually managing to read those on time. So this one was a wrapped book. And then the only one left would be the one for March, which is The Shadow of What Was Lost. So that'd be fun. I am still 2 books behind the Buzzword and 2 books behind A Year in Elja, but I cannot make any progress in the Year of Elja if I haven't finished this one because the next prompt for that one is Lair of Dreams, book number 2. So I don't think I'll manage to get through that by the end of March. I don't think so. Reading all 3 of these is going to be quite a bit of a challenge. We'll see, one book at a time. Anyways, on that note, I am going to get some reading done and then I'll update you maybe tomorrow, not on Wednesday, probably on Thursday. I'll try my best to try to fit you in there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to read quite a bit as well during cheerleading class. But yeah, on that note, I'll see you later. Hi everyone, it is now Saturday morning and I have not gotten any valuable and useful clip for this vlog. So I'm gonna close it at the end of the weekend. So it's gonna be a 2 weekend-ish type of vlog, I guess. So far, I have not managed to read that much. I read maybe a couple of pages here and there of The Diviners, but that's it. I've had a very busy week and I've been just falling asleep really easily, unfortunately. So there's that. Now I'm in the midst of getting ready for my son's competition. We are supposed to be leaving at around noon-ish. It is 9:15, something like that. I still have some clothes that are being washed that I need for tomorrow because it is the gym's clothes, so I need those. We've got our cheer pins that we're gonna continue on making either this evening or tomorrow, and then my son's cheer stuff. And then I do want to be bringing some books, so I'm gonna be bringing Rin and Rising, and then Ship of Destiny and The Diviners, obviously. So I'm going to be bringing those 3 books. I don't know how much I'm actually really going to be able to read. And I do need to find something to do between the checkout time, which is around 11 tomorrow, and the time that we need to be at the competition because we're supposed to be there at 1:45. So like there's a 2 hours and 45 minutes gap. Yes, we're probably gonna go out to eat, but like it's not for 2 hours, and we don't have the team's bracelets to get into the competition before he needs to be with his team. So we can't really do that. I can because I am buying my tickets online, but not my son. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to be dealing with that, but we'll see. And then my husband is going to be staying at home with the dog because our dog sitter was not available. So unfortunately, he cannot come with us. So we need to go to the grocery store for lunch stuff for tomorrow evening, breakfast, and some food for my husband while he's alone, because, well, he could go by foot, but we may as well get him stuff that I need for the weekend. So yeah, it's gonna be busy. I'm also feeling not very well. I'm feeling very, very mad. I woke up with my sinuses so irritated and my back hurts. So yeah, I'm not in the greatest of shape. I cannot believe we're already at the end of the season. It is wild to me. So yeah. Anyways, I am running late, so I'm gonna leave you at that and update you a little bit later, probably at the hotel, since I'm gonna be alone driving. But yeah. All right, I'll see ya.
Got myself up in the backseat, driving to you on the back streets. All the other ones are asking, but I don't give a fuck, they nasty. I'm just trying to find you, cause I don't got no ties. We're running out of time, so I'll be home tonight. I'm coming home. Come right back to me. I'm coming home. Yeah. I just wanna see you, wanna be with you right now. Why would I leave you? Cause I need you here right now. I just wanna see you, wanna be with you right now. Wanna be with you right now. Cause I'm coming home.
Hi everyone, it is now Monday afternoon. We are back home, so it was a very, very rough weekend, but fun at the same time. So many emotions. First of all, I woke up on Saturday morning feeling my sinuses very, very irritated. And the more the day was moving along, the worst I was feeling in my body. The road trip to get where we needed to go for the comp, we were staying at a hotel, which you've seen clips before, but the road trip it took to get there really dawned on me. It took me a lot of energy to get through that. I would have dealt with really fine if not for the fact that I was becoming sicker and sicker. So basically it started in the sinuses, but then my ears started to hurt, and then my head and my throat was aching so bad, and then I was just generally drained of energy and I had chills. I was not well. I have not really been sneezing or needing to blow my nose that much. I haven't been coughing, so that's good, I guess. But other than that, I was also aching in every muscles of my body. And it was so hard to deal with. I was at the end of the day crying with pain because I was not feeling well. It was that horrible. I haven't been that knocked out from a virus in a very, very long time. And I'm talking about it. I'm still being emotional about it. But yeah, it was hard to go through. Anyways, we had a team meal during that evening. So we went to the hotel, checked in, and then we had to basically already leave for the team supper. We were eating at a restaurant for the whole team, so we were maybe 50 people over there. I was not hungry at all, but we went there because I wanted, my son still needed to eat and I wanted him to be with his team, so we did that. We arrived a little bit late because I had to stop at the pharmacy. I went to get some masks because I didn't want to put that upon the rest of the team. And then I got some pain meds because I had Tylenols but no ibuprofen. So I got that. And I was crying all evening because that's how bad I was dealing with everything. I was quite dizzy as well. I did not have a great night. I was waking up every 30 minutes, not feeling good. I haven't slept much, still to this day. Then you've seen the clips of Sunday morning where my son and I prepared 2 thank you cards for his coaches and then some pins, some cheerleading pins. We did that during the morning, checked out at 11 ish, and then it was snowing quite a lot, and I was afraid we'd get delayed because of the snow. Decided to go eat lunch close to the competition site, and that's what we did. And then we arrived a little bit earlier there, which was fine. And yeah, then the competition, but I was still feeling very meh. I was better on Sunday than on Saturday, but like not that much. And the competition, if you haven't seen a cheerleading competition, it is draining. There's so much noise and music and shouting, which is great, even when you're in your best state and having no issues at all. It's still very, very draining energy wise to assist those. So it's fun, but it takes a lot of energy out. Anyways, the comp went very, very well. It was the last one of the season, and my son's team won first place. They hit zero, which means they had no deductions, and they also won the Judge's Choice Award. So we could not have hoped for better for ending this season. It was just so, so surreal. We were really, really proud. But yeah. And then we stayed a bit because my sister had a team that was competing a little bit later, and I wanted to watch a couple of more teams that were performing not close to my sister's team. So we watched that and then we left. And my son did not want to leave because it meant that if we were leaving, then it was over and the season was officially ending, which is sad. But we will start with a new season soon with tryouts at the end of May, beginning of June. So yeah, we're gonna start all over again, me included this time. But yeah, so many emotions, so much stuff. We came back home by around 11:15 in the evening, and I got everything out of the car in the house. I did not put anything away at all, and then went to bed. But I got up at like 1 in the morning ish, and I had a very, very bad flare up with the acid reflux and stuff. It was a horrible time. I was not able to continue sleeping. I was not able to deal with what was going on. I did not know what to do. It was horrible. And then I finally managed to be okay to sleep for a bit at around 4 in the morning, and then got woken up again at like maybe 6:30. No, I think it was 6 in the morning, because then I had to write an email because on Saturday evening, seeing how bad I was feeling, I knew I was not going to be able to show up to work this morning. It was not possible for me with the comp on top of it. No, I didn't sleep from like Saturday to Sunday, and especially with the time I was arriving yesterday and the night I had, it was one of the best decisions I made. I only had students in the morning, but still, I'm really happy I made that decision. So, yeah, I wrote to the sub the plan for the day and what to do with the students. So I did that quickly at 6 a.m. because yesterday evening I was not able to do that. I was so tired. Getting back home was so rough. Driving also takes a lot of energy for me, so that was not helping. We came back home safe and sound, but yeah, it was rough. And this morning was still very difficult. I still have my throat that still aches a lot, a bit of my ears and my head again still. Like during the day, it's not as intense, but during the night, it's horrible. And I was so cold during the evening, during the night. Last night, it was terrible. But yeah, not feeling that better, but I'm gonna have to go to school tomorrow because I have guests coming and I need to be there. So it is what it is. Anyways, right now it's the middle of the afternoon. As you've guessed, I haven't read at all. I'm still at the same point reading wise. I haven't read. I was not able to. I could not compute with reading. It was not possible. But I am going to take the time to read right now. I had a meeting this lunchtime, which I did do, and I did take care of something else for Wednesday because I really needed to take care of it. So even if I was officially off as a half sick day, I still needed to take care of that, which is done with. I'm happy. But yeah, I haven't slept much. But right now I just want to relax with a book. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the 50-page mark of The Diviners first, and then Rin and Rising, and I'll try to get to 50 pages of Ship of Destiny so I can update you with some reading of some sort, because these updates are gonna go with the dedicated vlogs for them. So I'm not gonna be talking about it here, but still I want to make some progress in that because some me time, and I really need it. I do need to go to the store to get some car oil because it is empty, and that is no good for a car. I don't understand why, but happens, I guess. I'll need to take care of that, but I'll do that later. I do need to vacuum and put away and do some laundry, but I don't want to do that, and I just want to read. And I'll take care of that a little bit later. But right now I'm going to take a good hour or two to read a bit, and then I'll take care of the rest later. That's it for me right now, I guess. I'll update you a little bit later with some updates and close the vlog today because this is enough. All right, I'll see. Hi, everyone. It is now Friday, the 27th today. I have been struggling a lot to close this vlog. I'm not sure. I think I did update when I came back from last weekend's competition. But yeah, I'm still, as you can see, not feeling this great. I did take, oh yeah, I took Monday off, so I'm pretty sure I updated then. But yeah, the rest of the week I did not feel great. I found a way to finally be able to sleep. So there was a lot of that happening and going on, and just teaching was a lot for me. It took out a lot of energy, more than usually because I was not at my best, and I still am not. But yeah, I did not make a lot of progress reading wise. Right now, I was reading Ship of Destiny. I read 20 pages ish, not quite. And I am falling asleep on it, not because it's not interesting or it's bad. It's just because I am that tired right now. And I did manage to read 48 pages of The Diviners, so that I'm happy with. This is the only one I managed to read on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. I did not start Ruin and Rising just yet, but I will soon. I was trying to read a good 50 pages of this one first, so I could have a little bit of something to update you and close this vlog with. But it was only 20 pages. I got back into it surprisingly quite well. I am quite surprised at the chapter I'm at, which is chapter 7, with Wintro and the ship. And it's just really fascinating. It wasn't feeling like everything was coming to an end. It is the third book of the trilogy, so it should usually have like this feeling of things are moving forward, yes, but also are coming to an end and things are going to be resolved. But I'm still only in the very beginning, so it's definitely not ready to be resolved. But this chapter is quite particular. We do have some answers, so that's good. So that's interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say with that just yet. Other than that, I'm still struggling with my voice, with headaches, and my throat ache up until yesterday ish. Even this morning wasn't top notch. So I am so sorry that this vlog was all over the place. It was not my best. Very sorry about that. But yeah, my life was hectic. Well, I don't want to say hectic. It wasn't as busy. Well, kind of ish busy, but not like busy like it's been before Christmas or before spring break. I was just so not able to film, not able to read, not able to do anything, not even able to sleep. So that's saying a lot. I'm feeling better. I have been sleeping more, not great, but more. Tomorrow there's no cheerleading class, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep well. I did register my son for the next tryouts. It's already that time of the year. So he's registered. He still has some tumbling classes, a couple more in April and a couple more in May. And then the end of May is tryouts, and beginning of June as well. And I also registered myself for the tryouts for the master team, which is basically a team of adults who are just basically learning the sport as an adult. So here's to new adventures. Quite exciting. But yes,
The schedule is going to be a little bit I don't want to say random, but a bit, because it's not going to be like necessarily every week. I cannot believe we're already back into tryouts and stuff, but yeah, fun time. I am going to try to enjoy not having to go get out of the house tomorrow. But yeah, I'll definitely be reading tomorrow, but that will be for the next vlog because this one has been going on for way too long and I'm just losing track of everything that's been done. So, on that note, I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you soon in the next one.